Hello, hello. Welcome to Celestial Waters. My name is Demi if you are new here. So we're going to hop right into it. This is for those of you who can feel that your divine union is very, very close. You're about to be coming into physical union with your person, whether you call them a kingdom spouse, twin flame, divine counterpart. You're about to be coming into union. This is a reminder, this reading, to be praying not only over yourself, not only covering yourself in the spirit, but also be covering your wife or your husband. Also be praying over your wife or your husband, particularly the closer you are getting to union, and you're going to be getting dreams, signs and omens from the Most High God, left, right and center, that you're about to be coming into holy matrimony. I am hearing. So I channeled an automatic writing poem for this reading. Obviously I've written it in the perspective of a straight woman, but you guys can switch it if it is your wife that you're about to be coming into union with. But this poem here I wrote says, I connect to the Most High God. I call in my ancestors and spiritual core of my highest good and highest possible path. As I cover myself in the spirit, I cover my husband too. We are as one, created in the holy image, divinely bound by the red string of fate. From his crown to his feet, I cover my husband in the purest white light. From his feet to his crown, I cover my husband in the purest white light. Archangel Michael stands by his side, defending him from enemies in day and night. Mother Mary lays her hands on his heart, sending him healing energy as a reminder love is never far. I speak to his higher self with positive affirmations to bring him peace of mind. Any prayers for myself are prayers for my husband too. I may not have met you yet, but I'm already over the moon. God showed me what he has destined for us to, union of mind, body and soul. Here the spirit of delay has no say, only the voice of truth. So I'm going to leave this channeled automatic writing poem in the description below if any of you guys want to use it. But I would always recommend to be writing your own prayers and affirmations over your divine counterpart, because that's going to be the most powerful. But the spirit of delay is coming to an end. Spirit is saying, they're repeating it. The spirit of delay is coming to an end. The spirit of delay has come to an end. This is what you want to be telling yourself. This is also what you want to be speaking out loud. Make sure right now that you're speaking your prayers over yourself and over your counterpart out loud. What do you want to start with? They want more automatic writing poems. So what does the collective most need to hear right now, Spirit? Can we start with a few poems? But I'm like wanting to like beam and smile, and it's like a giddy feeling, want to jump up and dance. And maybe some of you guys already come into physical union, but you're noticing how you're being psychically attacked, or your divine counterpart is being psychically attacked. It's going to be the one who the dark forces can get to more easily. So the one who maybe isn't as spiritually inclined or isn't on their game when it comes to being a prayer warrior. So this is why you want to both be on your game. But there's a message coming through that one of you is going to be being more bombarded with psychic attacks. So the other needs to be on the game, praying for both of you. So what does thank you. We have here, an upside down heart reveals a fresh new start. The pain will fade away, but the stitches are here to stay. Don't worry about your scars, they're a reminder that you've come so far. Strength, character and lessons abound. A broken heart is a thing of the past. Cornucopia is on the horizon, show gratitude and watch it last. This is why as soon as I sat down in this energy, I've been wanting to smile, like kind of move around and dance about. You know, like a kid just before Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas and you'll be there under the covers, like kicking your feet in excitement. You can't sleep properly because you know you're going to wake up and it's going to be Christmas Day. You're going to be getting all these gifts and being around your family. That's the energy that is coming through here. You guys know this is coming in. So do already show your gratitude to your ancestors and to your spiritual core and the Most High. I'm hearing for doing their job, particularly when it comes to your ancestors and spiritual core, because they're the ones who have been communicating with your counterparts, ancestors and spiritual core, doing the work more on the ground to bring you guys into union. And again, they keep saying holy matrimony, holy matrimony. You are coming together. You've already come together in the spirit. You're about to be coming together in the physical. And obviously the dark forces, Satan doesn't want to see these unions coming together, because the unions are going to be unconditional love, but they're going to be justice. They're going to bring justice for humanity by showing this kind of true love, this kind of union. It does exist. God exists. Union is God. What else, Spirit? Some of you guys may be seeing hearts everywhere, like heart shapes in the clouds. When you're going on a walk, leaves are on the floor, they're in a heart shape. Some of you guys could even find feathers, like 2 feathers, and they're literally in a heart shape. And you could be looking like, what the heck? It's going to make you look twice, but you're going to be noticing that the heart sign is going to be slapping you guys in the face right now. You could also be seeing signs and omens coming to you in threes. So the next poem we've got here is: spirits whisper about many things, one of them being the wind. It not only carries leaves in its breeze, but the messages of our deceased. They call it the ancestors' tongue, understood by the gifted ones. Those born with a sensitive ear, the supernatural is not something they fear. God gave them the ability to hear the voices that are not physically there, but linger in the ether's air. Clairaudience, us humans call it, Earth's music as the soul knows it. Gabriel's trumpet, heaven named it. And on the day of judgment, the winds will pierce through all the minds of those not listening to truth, and those who already knew. The dust is being cleared along with humanity's tears. Listen out for the divine song. The winds around you will carry it along. I love how Gabriel has come through here with Gabriel's trumpet, because Spirit have said, when I've been channeling messages for divine counterparts, that Gabriel was going to announce it. Gabriel was going to announce you guys coming together. So you could be feeling Archangel Gabriel very heavily around you and in your energy field right now. He could be coming to you in dreams. Some of you guys could literally see a trumpet cloud shape in the sky. There's a lot of messages that can be coming through for you in the sky, so do pay attention to what you're seeing when you're out and about. You don't want to just be with your headphones in, having your head down when you're walking, when you're going from A to B. You want to be alert with your head up and paying attention to what you are seeing. And then we also have here: I am the sea, I am free. Many come from afar to visit me. My shores offer them serenity. My teaching is simple, go with the flow. When challenges appear, let my waves crash through them. You can't always be in the know. Control is an illusion. So obviously when it comes to your union, when and where, you got to leave that up to God. And I feel like for a lot of you, you struggled with that. And you struggled with that along your path as well when it comes to divine time, just surrendering up to divine time. So that control you have completely let go of, which is why this union can now come in. It's like letting Jesus take the wheel. It's completely surrendering, letting go and letting God. You guys have done that now, and I'm get like a nodding. You've done that now, which is why you're ready. You're ready now. That's how you know when you're ready, when you let go and you leave it up and you really trust in your path and trust in the Most High, trust in your ancestors who have their feet on the ground more. They keep pointing to the ancestors, they've got their feet on the ground more, and each other's ancestors are in cahoots. They're in communication to bring this union together. So you could even notice you've got ancestors that you do and don't recognize, because they've been popping in and out of your life, I'm hearing, but you know they're more connected to your divine counterpart, and you've been noticing them coming around you more strongly, which is where you're also going to know and feel you're coming into union. And also with your spiritual court, you'll be noticing that your spiritual court is going through a leveling up and an upgrade, because you've moved up in vibration and frequency, because you're coming into alignment. The only way you can ever come into union is when you're in union within yourself, right? You're in balance, but when you've come into alignment with your destiny. We have here E.T. phone home. She has been in density far too long. The moon is where she truly belongs. Hand on heart, she made a promise to fall right at the start. Maybe she's Lilith, maybe she's Eve. The scent of roses around her neck, a halo of light over her head. The sun's direction is how she's led. Created from darkness, fasting awakens her vision. So when the owl appears, she sees wisdom. Surpassed Mars on her way to Venus, the divine feminine is reigning. Welcome to her queendom. So these unions were always supposed to be coming in at this time right now, when Mother Earth, I'm hearing, doing a madness. I thought I saw something. You guys could be seeing like specks of light or orbs, like particularly going up, like they're going up around you, not just floating past you. You're seeing something at the corner of your eye. They're going up. You could be seeing like flickers of light or orbs. So the divine feminine has now got to a significant point where more unions are coming in. It's like the coding. I'm being shown one of those old, I don't know what it's called, but it's like got little beads on. It's made out of wood. And it's got beads on, and people like move it around with. It's something to do with maths and counting. I'm being shown one of those. If you know what it's called, leave it in the comments, please. I'm sure it will come to me as soon as I finish with this reading. That always happens. Things just leave my head. Anyway, I'm being shown that, and it's like the mathematics or the coding is now in the right code. So now these unions can come to be, and it's connected to your blueprint. Your blueprint, your soul's blueprint, is being completely activated, and so is your divine counterpart. So you're not going to miss each other. You're going to be like playing the same song, playing the same tune, so you can hear each other, and you're going to see each other. And down to the soul. You're going to see everything, but down to the soul. This deck next. So what do the collective most need to hear now? Can I get a few messages, Spirit, from this deck here? Jeez. Okay, so we have here liberator. You see this baton, how she's holding the baton and she's lifting it up. Like, she's not passing it on to somebody else. She's lifting it up, and she's lifting it up to the sun because she has done it. She was the last. She was the key. This is you guys. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You got past the baton from your past over ancestors, from your loved ones. And you said, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get to the top of the mountain. I'm going to end this war that's been going on within my bloodline. I'm going to break the chains. I'm the generational curse breaker. I'm the key. And I'm going to start a new cycle. You guys have done it. You're at the top of the mountain. You are facing the sun. You are holding up your baton like, God, look. Are you seeing the shit I made it? It's like what a lot of you are doing. I love how she's dressed in white, because obviously white is connected to spirit, connected to innocence. You've claimed your innocence back. What else, Spirit? And this is the thing. This is what you've come to be when you come into union. It's justice. It's liberation. It's swinging the pendulum and bringing humanity back into balance, because things are completely out of whack. Well, they've been out of whack for years. Right now, the awakening is going on. And I know there's warfare and it looks like complete chaos. But behind the scenes, this pendulum is coming back into balance. It's still swinging, which is why everything looks like a madness. But it is. It will start to kind of stop and slow down. They're doing this and it's going to come back into the middle, into balance. And that's when things will settle more. But that's like giving years. But this is why these unions are coming together, because you're part of this. You're part of this. You're part of this warfare. You said you was going to be on the front lines, and now you're at the top of the mountain so you can see more clearer. You've got that bird's eye view. What else do the collective need to hear right now? We have warrior. Exactly. This is who you are. You are the warrior. You're God's warrior. You are your ancestors' warrior. Some of you guys could be changing what you're dressing. Maybe you've recently changed your hair, the jewelry you're wearing. But I feel like you're going to be drawn to be wearing certain colours. So some of you, it may not be like a lot of colour or patterns you're being drawn to wear right now. Maybe you are being drawn to wear a lot of white, because that is connecting to the innocence that you've restored within yourself. Or others of you, you could be drawn to be wearing a lot of black. And maybe because that's for protection, because you are feeling the psychic attack coming down on you and your divine counterparts. You could be feeling called to wear a lot of black. There's going to be certain colours that you guys are very, very drawn to wearing. Spirit is saying research the spiritual meaning of that colour that you guys are drawn to at present. And then we have here victim. Yeah, this is what you've overcome. This is what you've ended within your bloodlines and your counterpart too, being the victim. Walking around in this world feeling like the world owes you something. No, you've pulled yourself up. This is where you work in union with the Most High God, instead of just leaving everything up to God and just sitting on your ass, putting your head down in shame or not doing anything. God asked us to come here in this lifetime and be warriors, to do something, to pick up our spiritual tools, to stand in our truth and to fight. Let's get one more card from this deck for the collective. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of you writing. I feel like you're writing down, like you could be writing down your fears and then burning it and releasing it. But a lot of you, I feel like you're writing out your own prayers, your own chants, your own affirmations. And these are really being heard right now. So if you're not doing that, I'd advise you to do that. Like your words and whatever you're writing, it's all connected to communication. That's connected to your throat chakra. Your throat chakra right now is very, very powerful. It's like it's given a spell. You write something down, becomes a spell, becomes a prayer, and it goes out to the ethers and it's heard. Because it goes straight up to the Most High God. And again, I'm being shown that like it's like a white orb or a white piece of light, but it's going up. Like it's traveling upwards. We have Samaritan. Refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Shadow attribute. Exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. You see this here? So this again, you see they look like twins. So it's given the twins that are coming together, but you mirror each other. You are twin souls. At your blueprint, the blueprint you see behind this that you are made up of, the stuff you are made up of, your coding, your frequency, your tune is the same. At the core of who you are the same. So on the surface, on the human level, you could be completely different ages, come from different generations, different races, different cultures. You could speak a completely different mother tongue and be from different other sides of the world. But when it comes to your blueprint, you are the same. You are represented by God, I'm hearing, represented by God. But this is given people who do things in silence, people who give to charity, people who help people, people who pray for other people when they're in need and they don't need to be asked. So you guys are going to be very, very psychic or very, very intuitive. I'm hearing prophetic as well. So maybe you don't use the word psychic, but you use prophetic. This deck here, what else do the collective need to hear right now? An earthquake is coming through as significant for somebody. Maybe where you live, you recently had an earthquake. Well, that's what it could literally feel like when you come into physical union. Like the ground below you both could shake. And maybe you even both look around like, what the fuck? And nobody else is looking or noticing because it's more like a spiritual experience. We have mirror. Yeah, you're each other's mirror. When you look at them, you see yourself. When they look at you, they see themselves. This also means that you may trigger each other. You will be a catalyst for each other's growth still. And that's not to do with being a karmic partner connected to lessons. But you will be a catalyst for each other's growth. Because there's always higher timelines for us to be meeting. Do you know what I mean? For us to be reaching. Do you know what I mean? What else? Some of you guys, when you're looking in the mirror, it could be as if you're going to be seeing them. Like seeing their light body, seeing their higher self right here next to you. And some of you guys, like when you're going to bed at night and you'll be laying there and drifting off to sleep, it's going to feel like you're being held by your divine counterpart. Like they're right there, they're holding you. They are in the spirit. And a lot of you guys are going to be meeting up in the 5D, and you will be having like telepathy and tantric intimate moments in the 5D. This is what is being ended. Stabbed in the back. No more of that. This is what is ending now. You completely closed out that cycle. You don't need to be worrying about that. Some of you could work in big cities that have a lot of knife crime. Maybe you volunteer for like a charity like that, trying to prevent and make people more aware of knife crime. That's coming through is very, very significant. Maybe one of you in the past has gone through that kind of traumatic experience. You could have gone through that kind of abuse and survived. Because I'm hearing telling their story. So maybe like this is what your divine counterpart has gone through, or you're going to be sharing it with them. And any pain that you have gone through in your past, this is going to upset your divine counterpart. This is going to upset your husband or wife. They're going to feel it deeply. They're going to feel it as if they were going through it too. And you'll be noticing your timelines. Like when you were both going through certain events that literally shook up your whole world. Shook your whole... I'm seeing, again, it's that earthquake. You're going to notice you were both going through like maybe different things, but it's at the same time. Your timelines are going to match up. We have sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking. Your husband or wife could already be watching you, have eyes on you, and maybe you have eyes on them. And maybe when you meet, it could be summertime, so maybe you're wearing sunglasses, or you're on holiday, or you're abroad and it's very, very hot, so you're wearing sunglasses. That's also what's coming through there. We have photograph. So someone is watching their husband or wife already. This is that confirmation. Yes, they are your husband or wife. You're going to see the Christ consciousness. You're going to see their glow. You're going to see the sun. But you're going to see the blueprint, the fact that you're both made up of the same stuff. A lot of you, when you're looking at their photos, you're like envisioning your life together. Maybe even envisioning like the first time you meet, how it's going to go. And your like wedding day, your marriage, but it's like flicking through a book that you've already put together with photographs of you and this person. You're already seeing this. You're seeing specific moments that haven't happened yet, because you're tapping into your Akashic records and you're tapping into your husband or wife's Akashic records. You can already see your timeline in the future, or like little glimpses of it, because your spiritual core are allowing you to. Because this helps bring in the union. Axe. End of this separation, but this also means you need to let go of everything that doesn't serve you. You need to cut off any karmic people, anyone you have around you for more shallow reasons. Spirit is saying they're showing me a shallow water. You need to let these people go, let these patterns go, and let these addictions go. I'm hearing for some of you. Anything that is holding you back from holy matrimony, you need to be letting it go. This could even just be thoughts. You could be addicted to having like certain thoughts, or just going down these certain pathways and these tunnels within your mind. You need to stop any negative thoughts or intrusive thoughts in their tracks. Again, you're going to be psychically attacked right now, and Satan, the dark forces, love to attack you, bombard you with attacks to the point where it feels like these are your own thoughts. It's coming from you. It's not. Rebuke it. Girl with a snake. Yeah. For some of you, this can even be Like karmic partners also feeling that you're about to be coming into union. This is the thing, it's not just you, it's going to be people around you, friends, family, colleagues. They're going to be noticing something about you that's changed and shifted. Because remember, we're all human beings, we all have a soul. We all have an energy field, and whether someone's conscious of this or not, you can feel that someone else is about to be getting a blessing. You can feel when somebody else has moved up in their timeline to a higher vibration. Other people around you are going to feel you're about to be coming into union. They may not know what it is, or Baba's put their finger on it. They're going to feel it, and the Most High Spirit's going to speak through them to give you those confirmations. But for some of you, there could be like karmic people that's either around you still, or still around your divine counterpart that are currently being removed. Like snaky people, jealous, envious people, that kind of thing. But I feel like the closer you get to union, you're going to see and know who these people are, and whether you need to cut people out your life or just keep them at arm's length. But for others of you, you're going to see the eye. You're going to see in people's eye whether they're looking at you with love, adoration and respect, or whether they're looking at you with envy, with jealousy, with snake eyes. It's like something about their eyes is going to switch. You're going to see it. It's like somebody who kind of like smiles to your face, and then as soon as you turn your back, they're like... But you're going to notice it. You're going to see it. Whereas in the past, you may have missed this sort of thing. One more card from this deck, please, Spirit. Something about palm trees is significant for somebody. Palm trees. So maybe you meet while you're traveling, or you're abroad and you're on holiday. We have here addiction. Yeah. Let go of any addiction. You're going to be seeing the heart sign everywhere to let you know you are unconditionally loved, and this union is coming in. For some of you, this could be your story or your divine counterpart story. Like overcoming addiction with alcohol or drugs. Something about, I'm getting like a 4 or 5. So maybe they've been sober for like 4 or 5 years. They wanted this deck in this reading for some reason. This is the deck that is for like mediumship. So let's see what comes through. We have, I am here helping you. And that's come out with, it's not your fault. So this is an ancestor on the other side who is saying they're helping you in the 5D on the other side. You see the white flag. They're like raising up that white flag of peace. And some of you guys, through your grief, maybe you felt like it was your fault. I'm getting survivor's guilt. That's the energy that's coming through here, survivor's guilt. And you could have walked around in the world like this for years. And that could be to do with that knife that was coming through. And they're talking about a stabbing, that kind of violence. Maybe you felt guilty that you survived. For others of you, you could have had a mother, or your partner had a mother who passed away in childbirth. That's also coming through. Remember, with these unions, this can also be past life energies. And some of you, I do feel like there's a lot of divine counterparts who kind of have the wounding, where the divine feminine, the woman in the past life, passed away in childbirth. And that's what a lot of the men, the divine counterparts in this lifetime are worried about, because they pick up on that wounding. It's still there. And I feel like that's what's going to be seen. That's going to come to the surface when you actually come into physical union, and particularly when you're being intimate. Did you want any more from this deck? This one. We have, if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. Yeah, this is given a passed over loved one. It was kind of when they first passed over, they may have had regrets for how they, I'm hearing how they treated their children and their grandchildren. So this is the passed over loved one who feels like they failed their children or grandchildren. In some ways they did. Obviously they were coming from their own wounding, and they were doing the best that they could with what they knew and what they had. But in some respect, I'm getting they did fail you, or they did fail your grandparents. This is where this energy that you had to work through, this baggage you have to sift through and release, they passed it on to you. This is what they're apologizing for. But they've been doing things on the other side to make your life easier. They've been wanting to help. Now they're on the other side and they see more clearly, and they're not bound by this physicality. They've been helping you moving forward, and you know this. So this could have been a passed over loved one where you didn't see eye to eye. You didn't see eye to eye, or parents didn't see eye to eye. So this could be like a grandparent or a great grandparent that a grandparent speaks of, but kind of not in a good light. But you notice that they're around you in the spirit, and you're like, because they help you in the spirit. They're around you in the spirit because they have more wisdom now. They're on the other side, and they've been doing a lot of growing up when they're on the other side. But they're helping you come into union. They didn't know true love. They want you to know true love, and you will know true love. What else, Spirit? Jeez, alright. We have here happy family. Beautiful. I love that. You guys could be seeing rainbows everywhere. And again, I feel like there's something very significant about white, about the color white. And in my poem, I said to cover from crown to feet, from feet to crown, in the purest white light. Usually with myself when I'm praying, I say golden holy light, but they channeled through me purest white light. So you guys could cover yourself in the white light. You cover your divine counterpart in the white light. That's what Spirit's wanting you to do right now. And that's what's happening. This is that confirmation. You're covering yourself, your divine counterpart, and any children you guys have or will have in the future. You are covering them in the spirit, in this pure white light. Miracles about to be coming in. Obviously, union, holy matrimony, that is a miracle. But miracles about to be coming into your life. The garden and the gate. Because you did the work to leave your comfort zone and face your fears, face those demons that exist within you, and take accountability of where you did self-sabotage when it came to your own life, your own relationships and connections. And when you left the comfort zone, you noticed where you grew up, where you spiritually grew up. So you moved from this child into an actual adult. Maybe you're noticing that recently. You could be like, when you're going into meditation, maybe the inner child that was kind of stepping forward or you were connecting with was quite young, but you're noticing recently that your inner child too has grown up. Maybe they're now appearing to you as an adult, to give you that confirmation that you have that spiritual maturity. What else, Spirit? I can smell something. It smells like, you know, when popcorn is cooking. Smells like a sweet popcorn that is cooking. Maybe you guys are eating or making popcorn, but that's coming through as significant. We have here appreciation. Showing appreciation for yourself and how far you've come, because you have pulled yourself on up into royalty. The royalty that was always there, that was lying latent. Like in the spirit, you wear these beautiful gowns, these royal colours. I'm staring at the white handkerchief. So again, white is very significant. Maybe you or your divine counterpart on the day you meet are both wearing white. Let's get one more card. Okay, we have two. We have Angel of Balance. The second chakra, Archangel Ariel, has come out. And you see with the second chakra, it's the same colour as what the pyramids are lit up with. So you guys go way back. Obviously, you're going to know this with the past lives that are going to be revealed to you. You would have already be having this remembrance and these kinds of dreams. But when you actually physically meet and you actually come into that physical unit, it's going to blow your mind. But you have very, very powerful lives with this counterpart in ancient Egypt. And something about your union is going to be completed in this lifetime that wasn't able to be completed in ancient Egypt. In this lifetime, you have the tincture, you have the key, you have the coding. You have the right formula in this lifetime. You didn't have that in past lifetimes, even in ancient Egypt. They bring it through Lemuria. You guys may need to be doing a bit more work on your second chakra, on your sacral. Particularly those of you trigger warning who have been through any violation, like sexual violation. Or where you just kind of gave in to coercion. If you're with past partners and they wanted to be intimate and you weren't really in the mood. And you kind of just gave in because they kept on at you, they kept pushing you. That kind of energy you're also clearing right now. And anyone who has been belittled, I feel like this is for the men, for the divine masculine, where you've been belittled and made to feel like you weren't the man and you weren't in lead and you didn't have any control. And it was used in a way as a weapon. That's also what's being healed and cleared right now from your second chakra. What else, Spirit? Grace, blessings and goodwill. This is what is coming into your life. Blessings and goodwill. You see the white again. White, very, very significant. Maybe you're seeing signs, and these signs and omens are coming in white. Like you could be seeing white birds. When you are seeing hearts, you could be seeing like the cloud shape. So that's going to be white. You could be seeing certain flowers that you connect to love. And they're white. Like a white rose is coming through. What else, Spirit? You could also be seeing certain geometric shapes when you go into meditation, and just about when you're about to drift off to sleep. You could be seeing certain shapes in your third eye and it's white, like pure white light. But that's going to be your auras when you come into the physical union. A lot of pure white light within them. What else do the collective need to hear? Thanking you. We have Peter, denial and weakness. And this is flown out with miracles, manifest and believe. Stop denying that this union is coming in for you. It doesn't matter if you've been on this journey for 15 plus years. Stop denying that this union is coming in for you. That's where you're acting as a block with the not believing and not trusting fully. Miracles are coming in. You are worthy of miracles. Keep telling yourself this. If you need to get delusional, then get a bit delusional. And obviously, Spirit did not mean delusional in terms of thinking someone who abused you, who stabbed you in the back, who's belittled you, who's bullied you in any way, where there was any kind of abuse. That's toxic. That's not your person. That kind of delusion, you need to rebuke that. I feel like a lot of you, you're not going to have that kind of delusion held within your mind, within your being. Some of you guys could literally be eating fish. Maybe you're having fish for dinner. Something about fish. Maybe you go fishing, or this could be your divine counterpart. They could really enjoy going fishing. Someone could be a chef. I'm getting sea bass. Maybe sea bass is like a favorite of yours. And we're going to get a few messages from this deck here. They keep bringing up a prayer. Another channeled prayer that I've written. They want me to share with you. So I'll share that with you guys when I'm closing out the reading. Now, can I get a few messages from this deck? Everything's going to fall into place. Like right before you meet and when you're in union, everything's going to fall into place. Your life's going to start taking off. Again, it's that in those miracles. So do look out for signs and omens that are connected to luck, like rainbows, butterflies, dragonflies, the horseshoe symbol, rabbit's foot, a chicken's foot, coins. You could be finding money. Maybe you find coins and money on the floor, because I'm hearing see a penny, pick it up, all day long you have good luck. We have the lion, honor your soul and celebrate its journey. That's what you guys have been doing, but some of you may be battling self-doubt right now. Again, maybe you've been on this journey for a long time. So I was getting like 15 plus years for some of you, for a long time. But this is that strength that you hold, and that lion's heart that you hold, that courage and strength. It takes courage and strength to not settle, particularly in today's climate. A lot of people are settling. Because that's easier. It's easier to find your person then if you're settling, right? And if you're not in your better timeline, if you're not in your destiny, it's easier then to find your person. So also don't compare yourself to people around you who may be younger and like are already married and finding their person. We're all on different timelines. It's not to say that all these people have settled, but we're all on different timelines, you know. We've all got different karma to play out. We all have different wounding. This is why you need to be focused more on yourself. What else, Spirit? You could be a Leo. Maybe this person is a Leo, but I feel that that's the energy you hold. That's too many. One at a time, please. What do the collective most need to hear right now? Thank you. Eagle, ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. This is where you're at that higher timeline, and you're seeing from that eagle bird's eye view. You see things more clearly, which also means you're going to be able to see yourself and your timeline thus far more clearly. Some of you guys could come from a country that has a desert, that has this hot kind of climate, like UAE. Also Texas. I'm getting Texas. Or maybe that's where you currently reside. Or if this is not you, this is your person. What else, Spirit? We have field mouse, success. Believe in yourself and dare to dream big. Success. Your harvest is coming in. Your spiritual inheritance is coming in, and this is union. Some of you guys could meet on your first date. It could be night. Something about the nighttime and stars. Maybe this is a vision you've been having of one of your dates where you could go camping, or you're just out late at night, and maybe they take you to their favourite place, their special place. I'm hearing it's a special place for someone. Could be like a botanical gardens, but you go somewhere at night and it's pitch black, but the stars are out and they're beautiful. New Zealand is coming through here. And a lighthouse is coming through as significant. Let me get this poem for you guys. They keep putting in my mind. So as I was looking for this channeled prayer, like I felt like I was being pulled down, like physically pulled down, anchored and grounded. So do remember to be grounding yourself right now. But I feel like this is how you're going to be feeling. You're going to be really pulled into your body like never before when this physical union comes in, because you both have to be anchored. And the divine masculine is going to be the divine feminine's anchor. And you're really going to be grounding into your body, but this is both of you. So this poem was channeled by my cousin who passed away a few years ago. She's called Samantha, but like family we would call her Sam. I'm getting the name Sam. Could be very, very significant. But this poem here says, or this prayer says, in memory of Sam, I've been feeling ever so glam. A peacock sign on every street, activating the masculine side of me. She helped teach me how to believe. Ezekiel 16 verse 4. Just when I thought I couldn't take any more, she said I'm being reborn, as the sovereign Lord declares me adorned. Beauty, honor, and respect, put any self-loathing and pity to bed. When you look in the mirror, celebrate what you see. I see you, and so I see me. So much is missed while in the physical body. I love you and you love me. I can feel it now that I am free. Promise me you'll celebrate your beauty. God covered your naked body in the finest linen, washed and anointed you, so you may be his. Now he can grant you that divine wish. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Snow White was always meant to be crowned, and so are you, my dearest one. A pure heart is the truest claim to fame. Now go on and spread your bloodline's name. So I'm going to leave it in the description. I feel like someone just asked. But this prayer was coming through very, very strongly. So that's the Most High God giving you that confirmation and that nod that you have been crowned because of the work you have done, because of the chains you have broken off yourself, because of the karma you have cleared. Your soul did it. You came here to do this mission and you have done it. You have healed. So now you are coming into union. It's time. It's divine time. A lot of you are going to be making a name for your bloodline, whether this is in the physical and it's the fact you're going to be in the public eye so in some way, or this is in the spirit. You've already made a name for yourself in the spirit by healing. You get that respect, you get that nod by the Most High God. Some of you guys could have had a passed over loved one who committed suicide. They're bringing that through. Did you want anything else? We're going to get one more poem when we're closing out this reading, because I also feel like that's where this is coming from. It's not your fault, so maybe you didn't see the signs. Or maybe you did and you dismissed them. We have here, the Lord is my shepherd. She recites the Psalm 23, her head bowed down and hands to her knees. Please lift this heaviness. I feel a dark cloud hovering over me. She couldn't take it anymore, so pleaded with the Lord. Then a sudden force pulled the tension from her back. It told her to pick up the slack and pray more often to free yourself from a state of lack. The fog cleared from her heart and crown. She began to raise her head. Years it had been wearing the same old frown. Now each day she begins to shine away, hands and head held high as she recites her prayers to the God above the sky. Remember to pray. That was the beginning of this message, and this is going to be how the message is going to end. You need to be praying over yourself, covering yourself in God's holy light, and also be doing this for your divine counterpart. Make sure you are both protected when it comes to the spirit. But that's all the messages coming through. I hope that helps somebody out there, and I will see you in another video.